Hi, my name is Craig Massey. It is August the 30th, 2021 at 8 in the morning, and I need to get this off my chest. And it's pretty heavy for me. This will be pretty much the first time that I've told anybody about this, other than my one mortgage holder who really deterred me from wanting to talk to anybody about it after. I don't like to focus on the negative. I don't like to focus on bad news because I do believe that if you focus on that, that is what you will get and what you see. And I also am not throwing this video out and this hitting you with emails because I'm asking for sympathy. Not at all. I'm not a believer or a collector of sympathy. Am I asking for your help and engagement? Yes, I'm asking for your engagement.
I just made a video about being grateful.
And
everything you have. Literally everything I have right now. It costs zero money. I got no clothes on. This thing I'm floating on, I think, was free. This rope you can make out of trees or leaves. Yeah, I got a cigarette here, and yeah, I got a drink there or whatever, but you don't need that. You don't need nothing at all. This floaty thing you can make out of a stick. You can literally have the worst life. You can think you can have the worst life you've ever had in your life, and you can still do this. You literally could have such a shitty day. You could have no arms and no fucking legs, and you could still do this.
So that was a little video that, I've always been a pretty motivational guy as a manager and as a coach and as a team player. And, it's something that I want to do is motivate people. I've loved doing it my entire life. I like to write and do motivational speaking. And what I'm talking about right now is just, these are just the facts here. In less than 2 years, I've had a net worth go from about $3.5 million down to looking at homelessness in the next 2 weeks to 3 weeks. And a big chunk of that money was lost legally in a land deal that I kind of got my butt handed to me by a couple holding companies as my welcoming to BC. And it turned out for the better because it was up in the community near Sicamous, and that wasn't the right spot for my wife and kids and I. So when we'd lost that $1 million and we were homeless, living out of a trailer, we bombed around the Okanagan, most parts of BC, and Kelowna grabbed me because of the entrepreneurial vibe and just the feeling here, and then the whole vision of where the city wants to go in the future. Totally 100% behind it. I love the adaptability and the innovation of the city, and that was a no-brainer. Innovation and entrepreneurship is where I live, and that's one of the most important things to me. But the fact of the matter is, I am doing this video because if we look at the screen right there, you are looking at some numbers and some transactions from a cryptocurrency exchange that turned out to be completely fraudulent. There was my investor that got me to invest. And I tested it out. I'm educated. I've got just a commerce degree, a nursing degree, and a master's in business, and graduated in the top of the class in all of them. Did 99 in my thesis. I'm not an idiot, and I've lived on the streets a little bit too. Not lived homeless on the streets, but I learned some lessons through the life of hard knocks. Did a lot of blue collar work as well. Grew up on a farm, and typically don't get hustled that bad. I've lived in Mexico, in Greece, in Taiwan. I've been in countries where hustling and pickpocketing and kind of shady stuff is more the norm. But I just got my entire life savings liquidated from me. Credit cards maxed out. Proceeds from a house sale gone. You name it. 100% liquidated through a pretty intense hack. And then a combination of a financial advisor and a fake website, fake phone lines, and it's 4 minutes. That's the deal. I've lost about $300,000 in the last 6 months, and I just found out maybe 4 weeks ago, that the $129,000 that we could see on the screen there, US dollars that is, that I thought was mine right up until 4 weeks ago, not there. And I don't know if there's much law enforcement can do, and I don't think insurance is going to do anything. So instead of focusing on sympathy and doing the poor me blues and crying, and I have been weeping. I haven't left the house. I haven't been able to answer a phone call. I've been literally not able to eat. I haven't showered very much. I feel like a can of smashed assholes, to tell you the truth. But I know damn well that's not going to be very successful, sticking your head in the sand with the amount of debt that I have and, not a lot of income coming in. And everything that went wrong kind of went wrong until you start to think about where are you in the situation and what do you want to happen? Now, what I want to happen still is a possibility, and that's why I'm not asking you for as much help as you might perceive, because I'm offering a heck of a lot more than what I'm asking for. The situation is time. I'm not going to lie to you. We do have a timeline here, but I really want you to stick around. I want you to follow the positive videos. I want you to see the competition, see the prizes that I'm willing to offer, because I'm going $400,000 worth of prizes. That's a pretty conservative valuation on prizes. 1 in 10 odds of winning. 10,000 people. So there's 1,000 prizes that are going to be won, and everybody, the whole 10,000, gets something tangible for just about as much as the entrance fee, which is $111.11 plus shipping for the journal, which I call the Bible. I don't have one here, the exact one, but it's essentially, a notebook this size with a cover on it called The Church of Now, and it says, "Our future is what we think," and inside it says, everybody knows what's right or wrong. Eventually write your own damn Bible. And the idea is about intention and, your intentions, and even though you may have the best intentions, you could still cause some harm and negative vibrations along the way. And then through reflection, that's where the journaling comes in. When you actually reflect, through reflection, you might start to realize that, some of those behaviors, although you did accomplish your goal, your intended task, you look at the past and you say, well, geez, there's a few people that might have a negative experience or negative ramifications from my behaviors. So perhaps to live a life causing less negative vibrations, you could look at altering your behaviors and keeping your intention and your goal the same. And that's the idea behind the course that will be included as well, called Bullet Journaling with Intention. So bullet journaling is one of those skills that doctors and lawyers have used for a long time. It's almost like they've kept it a little secret on how to organize their life and stay super efficient and productive. I've been using it for quite a few years, and I'd love to share it with you. And then I've added the component of intention to really focus on, being kind. Ray Dalio said it best. You think it was early last year when he said, this COVID is not a test of our monetary and fiscal policies, our international emergency health response. This is a test of one thing and one thing only. It is a test of whether humans as a race, can be kind. I do believe they can be kind, and I am asking for the opportunity to allow me to add some value to your life. And I'm starting home. I started home first, okay? Now, this is not my home, but I did recently drive across Canada, try to raise money and awareness for mental health and Canadian local businesses, because I have come from a small town in Saskatchewan, and I have seen small towns dry up and disappear and go away. And we need to first look at our neighbor. We need to look out the window. We need to look around our block, and we need to see how's that person doing. This COVID thing kind of hit the world pretty heavily. And I would bet that there's a lot of people in most cities that don't even know what their neighbors do. And this is one of those things where I think we really need to get in charge. And there's a creditor right there. I'm going to deal with them later. That one's about a $25,000 loan on a trailer that I had insured for $160,000, and it got stolen even though I got paid $140,000. That's a beautiful thing that adds a little love to the life. But positivity is where I want to be, and I've got something. I've got a bed and breakfast called Heaven, literally 2 blocks from Gyro Beach. I'm selling tickets to 2-week all-inclusive luxury trips for 4, 36 or 40 trips, 2-night, 3-day trips. Again, luxury all-inclusive trips in the #1 tourist destination in Canada. And as well, I'm going to be highlighting the local businesses in Kelowna that I think are doing good, that are kind of operating around that B Corp style, or at least like really supporting local, or have some pride in their products and service, and really want to showcase it. I've got a really cool model on a bed and breakfast, and I am a disruptor. Through all of my career, you bring problems to me and I help turn them into money. And that's what's going to happen right now. So $300,000 stolen in the last 6 months, looking at homelessness 2 weeks from now. But guess what? I have no fear. I believe that people can be kind. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I never saw this coming in my life. I've always been somebody to help people. And I will get into that later, because right now I'm not doing it in the manner that I would like to. It's kind of a circumstantial thing. But I am making a positive impact in this city, Kelowna, and I know that for a fact, because I could say that about at least a dozen people that call me and say thank you at least once a week. And these are people that I would call the forgotten. It's a long story how I got involved with it. I still, like I said, it took me by surprise. It's not the way in which I would like to be dealing with this right now, but I am having an impact, small impact. And, you know, if you can change the life of one person for the better, I think maybe you've had a pretty successful life. Spread the word. 10,000 journals is what I'm selling for $111.11. And when you hear what all you get for these Canadian-made journals of recycled consumer cardboard with ink made from vegetable products. The company is awesome. I picked them not for price. I picked them because of the companies they support. You know, they're really aligned with that B Corp certification mentality where a business needs to operate with some type of social contribution included on their financial statements in order to determine whether or not they were profitable. I'd love the help. I'd love to offer you some help and some value, and I'm super proud to be living in a place that I call heaven, and I hope that you can make it stay the reality. Thank you very much.